So I'd like to introduce one of my closest friends, and he's a co-founder of Wordlife. Please give a warm round of applause, Mr. Kayo Chingonyi.
Cheers, Joe. Cheers, everyone. It's been really nice sitting in the front row and thinking about how far Wordlife has come since we did it in like a small room off the student union. And now we're projecting stuff onto the side of buildings. And he's just saying it like it's a casual thing, like it's a thing that you do every day. Yeah, in the interval, just see my poem on the side of the, side of the building. Since we've heard some Sheffield poems, I thought I would read a poem set in Sheffield when I was studying here. I studied English literature, and the whole course had like a lot of like white people in it, teaching it, like in the seminars, in the lectures. There was one black guy, and he did some like year abroad in America and just abandoned me, and it was just me. And like my afro was a lot bigger then, so there was a whole like thing, and I was in my kind of angry militant phase. But I really loved going to Broom Hall because people would like call out to me like they knew me because they thought I was this like one particular guy. This is a poem called Broom Hall. In light of what my aunt calls the Arabic texture of my hair, I'm Abdi outside the only shop selling tamarind balls, Irish moss, super malt in decent quantities. It's not enough to say I missed the smell of cassava roasted over open coals, expeditions in want of tilapia, capenta, assorted meats of questionable provenance. How much, auntie? Barter and bluff, and rough hands of storeholders glazed to a deep blue, shameless blackness that is consigned now to another life before this one of middle-class white boys in reggae bands who love roots and culture as if their love is enough to know the code that some of us live and die by. At least these boys who call me Abdi seem to be fond of Abdi. They ask why I don't come round anymore, what it's like in Leeds. And maybe today I can be Abdi, and this shop can be all the home I need. This is a poem that I like to perform. It's kind of like a calling card of sorts. I was listening to Jevy's poem about hope works, and it called this one to mind. It's called The Colour of James Brown's Scream, and it's kind of embedded within that history of electronic music, which comes out of an industrial culture. And it's a celebration of a DJ called Larry Levan, who was a New York DJ in the, I guess, late 70s right through until early 90s. Not that I was alive then. But he influenced loads of people who I love going to see play. I have known you by many names, but today you are Larry Levan, your hand on the platter in the smoky room of a garage regular's memory. You're keeping when doves cry in time as you swing your hips and sweat drips from your hair, the color of James Brown's Scream. King of King Street. We're still moving to the same sound, though some of us don't know it's your grave we dance on. Cutting shapes, machismo lost to the beat. Every roadman is a sweet boy if the DJ plays Heartbroken at just the right time for these jaded feet. Teach us to shapeshift, Legba. You must know I'd know your customary shuffle, that phantom limp anywhere, that I see your hand in the abandon of a couple, middle of the floor sliding, quick and slick as a skin fade, by the hand of a Puerto Rican clipper man who wields a cutthroat like a paintbrush. Let us become like them, a moving ode to sweat, ordering beer in a corporeal language from a barman who replies by sweeping his arms in an arc, Willy Ninja style. To fix a drink our lips will yearn for, a taste we've been trying to recreate ever since. So I was speaking to James from Opus earlier, and as is customary when I come back to Sheffield, he asked me what London is like, and I said horrible. It pretty much covers it. But one of the antidotes to that feeling of like hyper-stressedness that you can get in London is spending time with my nieces. My nieces make me laugh in lots of different ways. Recently, they were calming me down by playing with like plastic dinosaurs, which is, I recommend it. Like, even if you don't have nieces, just get some dinosaurs and it will sort you right out. But this is a poem that I wrote for one of my nieces when she was kind of like very new, very, very new, when she had that smell and stuff. Her parents were kind of trying to come up with a name. They couldn't think of one. And they asked everyone, yeah, just suggest some names and then we'll pick something. Nobody else suggested any names, it was just me. So they ended up choosing the name that I picked. So like, I feel kind of proud when I see it, like, yeah, I chose it, yeah. We're gonna bond over it in later life. She doesn't really appreciate it now. But, so this is what that poem comes out of, this feeling of potential of the future. It's called Malumbo, which Malumbo is a kind of poem or prayer or song that you create for somebody when they're born or when they die at various points in their life. Malumbo for Malaika. Your parents rejected my suggestion. I told them you could reclaim Ethel. The jury is still out. Alicia out of the question. Ditto Shaniqua and Chantel. I have a soft spot for Dambisa, Malaika, or Mambwe. But whatever you were called, you should know we've all been waiting for your birthday. The look on your face as you apprehend snow. I hope you will hold on to your wonder, that you'll never grow so stiffly poised that a scent or a song is not enough to conjure that smile of yours, the fullness of your voice. I'll finish with a short poem. I'll finish with a short poem. I maybe should have ended with a more joyful poem, but hey, it's winter and things. This is a poem called Grief. It's kind of set in Sheffield a little bit, but also takes in bits of London. I was thinking about the levels of privilege that I've experienced relative to other people that I've grown up with or that I've known in my life. It's called Grief. What became of the boy who called himself Grief? The boy who, the story ran, harbored a gun through the back roads and alleyways of his teens. The boy who turned up as a footnote the night we played My Ends Are Rougher Than Your Ends in a flat overlooking London road, front line of a postcode war, from which we were so far removed. We chuckled when someone said, kebabs from the shop that wore a fresh batch of memorial flowers were to die for. Grief was grit to lend the fable texture. We never knew the name his mum called him or what reduced him to plying the night trade so suburban kids could say they bun high grade. He is like those boys caught between commas in a news report about youth crime, an image fixed in place by somebody else's language. Thank you.
Kayo Chingonyi.